Good afternoon. Welcome to the Phil L. Thomas Performing Arts Center. Today, we are proud to present to you the commencement exercise of Career Prep High School. Please rise for your graduating class of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and keep your hats off for the posting of the colors by Shiprock JROTC. Commanding will be Cadet Gunnery Sergeant Danelle Duncan, Cadet First Sergeant Cadence Platero, Cadet Staff Sergeant Keenum Wilson, and Cadet Sergeant Cameron Mark. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance presented. Presented by Gavin Zospa.
I'd like to say Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
And now we will have it in Navajo by Mercedes Jones.
Ta nat ae pe hudul zin. Keya ashla dingo bilhahazo igi bita natae shilnigo binina biche andishne hala ajoba do si hasin ye hadit kayat asa on it al on dene ye ahya tahodo zin binajike ajoba bizili beta ahini tan.
You may now be seated. Oh, sorry. Sorry, please stay standing for the colors to take our stage. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Go ahead and be seated now. Sorry about that. At this time, I would like to call Miss Brianna, oh, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself here. Date. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 graduation ceremony for Career Prep High School. It is our pleasure to host this joyous occasion and celebrate the students' accomplishments. I'm Mr. Gallagher, and this is not the first graduation I have attended for Career Prep High School, but it is the first as principal, and I'm proud to be here with these students. While we're glad to be back together today, I would also like to stop and take a moment to acknowledge the loss of the last 2 years and have a moment of silence to honor those who we have lost and those who worked so hard to save lives. Thank you very much. Remember, for people who are struggling out there, there are many services available. Please, if you know anybody, reach out and work with those people. Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Brianna Bergthold, who's going to announce our guest today.
We are pleased to have the following guests in attendance. Mr. Marion Wells, CCSD Board President, and his wife. If they can stand. Miss Cheryl George, CCSD Board Secretary. Mr. Gary Montoya, CCSD Board Member. Mrs. Christina Aspis, CCSD Board Member. And probably my favorite, but Mrs. Stacy Gallagher, Shiprock High School Principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Berg. We appreciate that. Our first guest speaker tonight is a 25-year employee of Career Prep and has been in charge of the daycare facility since its opening and inception. She'll be leaving us next year for greener pastures, and she will be greatly missed. We'll have remarks this afternoon from Ms. Lorinda Warren.
Hello. Yate Shae Lorinda Warren Chia. Ashi Hinishle. Kia Ani Bashashin, Nakaidena Eshache, Kitlachitni Chanella. And I am a mother, well actually I'm the granddaughter of Myrtle and Daniel Warren from Red Mesa. I am the daughter to Michael and Marion Warren and Lorraine Harrison. I am a mother to Amanda, Amaya, and Alessandro. I'm the grandma Sunny to Tyron, Titus, and Kyrie. And so they're going to give me strength today. So, thank you. First of all, I want to thank the graduates. And the staff of Career Prep High School. Yay. Family members and the administrators. Yay, administrators of Career Prep High School for this opportunity to reflect on the 25 years of service to the youngest learners of Central Consolidated Schools. I've had the great opportunity to serve as a child care director of Career Prep High School or Child Care Center, and the opportunity to advocate and support teen parents and their children. I've had the honor of witnessing not just 100, 200, but 300 teen parents graduate and receive their high school diploma. Yay! Many of the young parents have spread their wings like the mascot of the Phoenix, and they rose and soar with their families. Graduates from Career Prep High School, the grads program, live as far as Las Vegas, Nevada, Ohio, Japan, Phoenix, Washington State, South Carolina, and North Dakota. So that, I just want these graduates to know that as Phoenixes, they can go as far as they want and leave the Navajo Nation, and they might run into a former student or a former graduate. So Career Prep started in 1994-1995 school year, and it was in existence probably half a year before I came a part of the team. The school started at the administration complex, and the students used to walk to Natani Naz to receive their breakfast and lunch, even when it was cold, in the snow, in the rain, so you guys have it easy, walking just down the hall. We were blessed with the new school in the winter of 2007. The students were very happy and excited to return to our school year after winter break. The students were part of the ribbon cutting ceremony, and the students' parents, a student parent and their baby, made the front page of the Daily Times. Through social media, I've had the opportunity to remain in contact with graduates for the 25 years of service to Central Consolidated. And I'm proud to say that some of the graduates of Career Prep have joined the armed service, and some are veterans. Some are real estate brokers, business owners, college advisors, and a lot of our graduates are working members of the community. I run into former graduates when I'm out and about in the community, and they beam with pride when they tell me about the success their child is going through in school. This week, matter of fact, actually today, one of the young men that was part of the Child Care Center is graduating from the Air Force. And his parents always say, it's the child care staff. It's you, Lorinda, that made my child a success. And I always tell them, no, it's not me, it's them. And as parents, as teachers, always teach our our students that they're the first teachers to their child. And I tell my grad students and the parents in the Child Care Center, you're the first teacher. We're teaching you how to be a better parent. So I want to tell the parents as teachers, staff, thank you, Terry, Iris, and they make a difference in the program. So I stand here as a child care director, and I'm very proud because our child care center next door is the only licensed child care center at the 4-star level. And for numerous years, I went to the Navajo Nation Council. I spoke on behalf of the Child Care Center. I've been asked to go to Santa Fe and speak to the leaders there for the collaboration between the state and the tribal offices, allowing our center to become licensed. Finally, after many attempts and jumping through so many hoops, we finally became licensed, and we were required to follow both tribal and state rule and regulations. This was a big task, but the Child Care Center staff and the foster grandparent volunteers stepped up to the plate, and they hit a home run, passing every tribal and state inspection with flying colors. I have the Child Care Center staff to thank for that, for having an amazing Child Care Center. And I don't take credit for the quality of the care that the children receive. I give that honor to my staff and the support of the administrators at the business office, the support of the school administrators. Everybody's always giving me credit, and I'm like, nope, it's not me. I couldn't do it by myself. It took my staff, and it took support of people that are here on the stage with, to make it a success. And I just want to thank you and the volunteers of the Child Care Center. Thank you for the great memories, for the field trips, for the family activities. And most of all, thank you to the student parents from 1996 to today for trusting me and my staff with your precious children. I also want to take this opportunity to recognize the following student parents from the class of 2022. These students participated in the New Mexico Grads Program, and 3 of these parents had their children in the Child Care Center. Teen parents, they juggle being a parent, being a student, and being here with their child is a success. And I want to ask the following students to stand and be recognized for being part of the Child Care Center and being part of the Grads Program. Aaliyah Joe. Yay! Aaliyah, I'm very proud of because she came to our program with a little tiny baby in her arm and like, I don't know what to do. I need help. And I was like, girl, I got you. Let's do this. Let's do this. And she's standing here today with her daughter, and then when it was time to take her daughter into pre-K, she's like she's pulling her daughter, let's go to pre-K, and her little girl's like, no, I want Marcia, no, I want Lorinda, and we're like, so she brought her daughter to the daycare and said, here, talk to her, tell her she can go to pre-K. So Marcia being the wonderful person she is, coached her daughter and talked to her daughter and said, you'll be safe, you'll be okay, and so with Marcia's help, her daughter walked into pre-K and was a success. So give her a round of applause. So our other parents are Ashanti Aloysius, Ashante, Kiara at City, Dion Johnson, Rowena Montesinos, and Sherelle Yazzie. Yay! So that's 306. I've seen, okay, you can have a seat. Thank you. Good job. Yay. So I want to thank the student parents for allowing us the opportunity to watch your child. Thank you for allowing us to witness their first laugh, their first steps, as well as see these babies take their first step into pre-K and into kindergarten, as well as walk across the stage to receive their high school diploma. So in 2019, it was a rough graduation for me because I sat there as a staff and just watching. And one of the tiny babies, well, she was a twin. She got her diploma here, and she looked at me and she went, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she was a baby in the daycare. Now I said, she's walking across the stage. I'm like, that explains the white hair. But it's amazing to see them grow from little tiny babies and then, come across and get their diplomas. So that was pretty interesting for me. So there are too many people to name for the 25 years of service. I've walked the halls of Career Prep High School, at our new school, and at the administration complex. But I want to thank each of the custodians that I've worked with, cooks, health aides, front desk staff, librarians, counselors, teachers, and of course, principals. Mr. Gallagher, Dane Gallagher, Stacy Gallagher, Chuck Culpepper, LaWayne Leonard, Joyce Rock, and the one that taught me the most is Tim Keenitz. Thank you all for all that you do every day and opening the doors. Each of you give these students a second chance and the opportunity to receive their high school diploma. Thank you for being strong and being part of an amazing little school. Most of all, thank you for the wonderful memories. So, Mr. Ray, I'm going to pass the torch on to you, sir. So, me being here for 25 years, I'm sure he's been here just as long as I've been, but I'm going to pass my keys on to him. And to Marcia Guerrero. She stood by me for 10 years of the 25 years that I've been here. She's an amazing person. She would never stand in this position. So I want to recognize her today. I want to recognize her and tell her thank you and to wish her well and to let her know that I'll miss her and that I appreciate her and I thank her for being who she is. Thank you, Marcia. Just like you graduates, Mr. Gallagher told me, it was so funny because I handed him my resignation. And he goes, Lorinda, are you sure? And I'm like, no. And I said, I was crying. Just a short while I've known him. That man's made me cry 3 times. So just like you so then what he told me, he's like, you're just like our graduates. You earned your wings, go fly. And I'm like, aw, thanks. So just like the graduates, I'll be moving on and spreading my wings to fly. And I'm finally graduating from Career Prep High School. And this has given me the opportunity to go work for UNM and make a difference with children with families or children with disabilities and supporting those families. So, just like you, thank you. So, just like all the graduates that I've witnessed, I'm finally going to college. I'm going to miss being a Phoenix, but most of all, I'm going to wish each and every one of you, wish you well, and thank you for the time that you've given me to talk and to be here. And I want to thank my dad for being here and supporting me through good and through bad and always helping me out. And that I love you, Dad. And I want to thank the parents, the families, and the administrators for being here and supporting the class of 2022. Yay. Thank you.
Our next speaker made the tough decision to return to school after being out for a while. She came in with dedication to getting her credits and to graduate, and she is now going to be standing in front of you as our salutatorian, Ms. Letitia Kaysen.
Hello, my name is Letitia Renee Kaysen. My parents' names are Lawrence and Rita Kaysen. I am half Navajo and half Ojibwe. At this moment, I never imagined I would be standing before my peers and family. It sure is an honor. I would like to thank everyone who encouraged me to getting back to school, to finish it before it was too late. A year ago, I was totally a different person, having fun, enjoying life, had no care in the world, until one day, I don't know what got into me. Something snapped. Maybe I grew up. I would like to now encourage anybody who is out there listening to give it another chance. I did like 3 times. And as they say, third time is a charm. The third time is a charm. Anybody who has no hope, who thinks that nobody cares, go back to school, because that's what made me realize that there are people in this world that care. Last but not least, class of 2022, congratulations. This is not goodbye, just laters. Just try not to go too vile now, because remember, it's only the beginning.
Our next speaker worked incredibly hard this year to get the credits she needed to graduate. She came back to school, earned an amazing 11 credits this year, and is still graduating with a 3.66 grade point average. Your valedictorian, Elodia Jasper Coronado.
I stand before my peers today to join them as the graduating class of 2022. This school year hasn't been easy with the return to public schooling and working around COVID-19 pandemic restrictions. We, as students, held the responsibility of getting our education, all while keeping ourselves and our loved ones safe. Despite all, We attended career prep here in Shiprock, not just for basic credits, but for our chance to shine in a moment like this. I'm proud to say that past the obstacles we faced this year, our efforts and hard work have finally paid off. A moment like this can determine so much in one's life, and now is our turn to take the next steps. Whether we work, pursue a higher education, or find something else in life that will make us happy. With this class I leave with today, I have but one word of advice. Never settle for less in life. Thank you.
Great job to our salutatorian, valedictorian this year. They worked incredibly hard to get where they are today. Our next speaker is a renowned speaker and comedian that hails from the Navajo Nation. We are happy to have him today, Mr. James Junes.
All right. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. It certainly is a day of celebration. All the F's that we all received, right? I was an F student. Yeah. I'm proud of it. No, just kidding. Everybody's like, really? He was an F student? Yes, I was actually an F student at one time. Because nobody effing cared. Hey. Oh, man, it's good to be back out and kind of seeing each other. We still have masks, but our faces are still greasy, right? Right? Don't you guys feel that way? Like nice and greasy and shiny? Don't forget to wipe your forehead, especially like in your selfie photos, right? Like, let me get a picture, and then on social media, sin is the thing. My name is James Junes. I am Tutchini. Any Tutchinis that are here? Relatives? All right, right here. I'm glad you all got this section. Us Tutchinis were kind of like a rehab group. Nobody really wants to bother us because there's so many of us everywhere, right? I don't know. Any Bear Clan? All right, right here. See, they came out of hibernation just to be here for us. That's my relatives right there. See, they're loud, man. Don't sit next to them, man. They'll eat your Navajo burger. Tutnes Zandi, any Tutnes Zandi that's here? All right, Tangle Clan, Tutnes Zandi. Do not get involved with them. They raise their hand. If you break up with them, they won't let you go. I say, please, just stay with me. Hey. Water Edge Clan. Hey, Dashanella. Topahes. Watch out for the Topahes. They got Speedos underneath their clothes. That's why they're called Water Edge people. And then I'm part Hopi. I had you fooled, right? You thought I was all Navajo all the time. Right here, right in the center part, comes from Hotvella, Arizona with the Roadrunner clan. I have no idea what I said, but you look at the look on your faces. You're like, parents, congratulations to you too. This is much yours as it is theirs. Teachers, school board members, principals, this is much yours as it is theirs too. It takes a community to raise a child, and we all know that. How many times you ever ask somebody to pick up your kid? I can't make it. Can you go over there? I'm still at the casino. But I know that each one of us has had our hands, whether it be coaches, whether it be counselors, whether it just be friends, family, relatives, no matter what, even your enemy. Oh, man, you hate to call them, but you know you have to, right? Especially when you were kids, I bet you your mama spanked you, right? All mamas do. And you know how your mama spanks you, right? She'll discipline you like with her facial expressions. Clear across the room, she'll stand there and she'll be like, you know she's getting mad. She will bite on her teeth and her lip will still move at the same time. You better get over here right now. And as a kid, as a res kid, you're already crying before you get to your mama. I don't know what that walk is, right? We all do it. You guys are going to get your diploma. You're going to be walking up here the same way. Know what it is? When res kids, when we cry, we look down and to the left. But boy, when your mama got to hold you, oh man, one arm in the air and she would spank you just like this. That's why natives make good cowboys, because they got spanked. We already had the form down back then. But what I want to leave you guys with is that Native Americans are going to be professional whatever. Doctors, lawyers, professional athletes, whatever it may be, I've heard this expression that sky's the limit. No, don't tell me that sky's the limit when I seen tracks on the moon. And let's go back. How I know this is because of our elders. Only you are the one that's going to make it happen for yourself. You have a good supporting cast right here, but it's really going to be up to you. Because right now, I'm going to warn you about what the future holds right now. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be pitfalls. See that dream that you have right now in your head? Maybe wherever you're going, you take care of yourself. What does that mean? When we're young like that. Well, take care of your body. That's the first thing right there. You got to take care of your body. That's why they used to say, exercise right there. That's what it translates to. Just in case you're wondering where a lot of this wisdom comes from, is from our people. I'm only just reviewing it for you guys, just in case you want to take some success with you. Just in case it ever gets hard, you're going to go back to your elders. You can go back to your grandma, your grandpa, your dad, your mom, whatever the case, and they're gonna tell it to you. And don't mistaken them telling you for them getting after you. Oh man, when that happens, put these away, my children. Let me say that again. When your relatives are talking to you, please put these away, especially when you're at Red Lobster, when you're at Chili's, when you're at dinner. Don't be the one when your parents are trying to talk to you and it looks like you're blessing the table with your phone. Wait, forgot to bless myself. Let me ask you a question. What if your grandma was on social media and she was tagging herself like this? And she tagged you in the post. Would you be embarrassed? Then why do you do it? You take care of those things. Don't forget that those are the keys to success of our people for centuries and centuries and centuries that's still here. Don't just put down a phrase to say that we're still here. Show them. Show them. With your education, with your professionalism, because one day, you know what? You're going to be giving a speech to somebody. That's what that entails. And at this age, remember that having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, wait on it. Wait on it. Because your mind and your body is still, and we want you to grow so you can establish yourself, to take care of your spouse and to take care of your kids, because the key to success lies within the wisdom of our people. Is a difficult road. That's why there are very few people who do it. And I'm saying that because right after graduation, shoot, man, I was already partying up a storm. I party with some of you guys out here. The gravel pits, Blueberry Hill. We're out here, right, already. See how easy it is? I finally had to learn the lesson. So I'm telling you, don't go down that road. Don't go down that way, man. It's a trap. It is. It really is a trap. Nobody has ever said, coming out of Shiprock, oh, I've made a success out of being an alcoholic. See that? Let's change our mentality. That way, our town, our community can change. We can't point the finger at somebody and say, let them do it. No, it's up to you. You're the next generation. Did you know that you're the 6th generation from the long walk? Well, the whole team there, yeah. My generation is the 5th one. That just happened. In the history books, the Civil War was going on when the long walk was going on. But nobody ever mentions that. The long walk, one of the tremendous things that happened to our people. And they marched us not straight towards Fort Sumner. We had to go north and then around and then back down. I was fortunate enough to hear some of the stories about the long walk from Chanela. You come from a long line of strong people. But here's the thing. It's up to you on the Intego to carry it on with that validity, to carry that on with strength and stability in your foundation. This is your foundation right here. You have a strong foundation right here. Not your friends, not your followers, not the likes on your Facebook page, your Instagram, your chat snap, whatever the case may be. I'll put it this way. Who is the first person you would call if you ever get thrown in jail? Your mom, right? You're going to call mom. You're not going to call that person who liked your status. Your mom is the one that's going to bail you out of jail, even though she says this, right? Well, stay in jail. But 5 minutes later, she's going to do everything she can. She'll pawn whatever. She'll put up food sales over here, and she'll do whatever it takes to ensure that you are better. And I hope that when you receive your degree right here, when you receive this diploma, and I'm going to claim this right here, that one day These are going to be doctoral degrees. I'm claiming that for you. Probably when you walked in and you sat down, nobody believed in you that much to say that you're going to distance. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor or whatever. English, you can become a doctor. You become a doctor of naval philosophy. You can become a doctor of medicine. Whatever the case may be, this is yours. Do you guys hear that too? That's how strong that is. See, that's the spirits rising up behind you. Hold on. They're talking to you. They're saying that it's real. It can happen. But for the rest of us that are here, let's take away something from Nahat. Let's take away that we can do better for ourselves too. Even if we're facing something, you're facing something, you came in, you had some sort of difficulty, let's claim that for each other. Let's start to rely on each other. Let's go back to when we used to go to the trading post and we used to see our elders. They never said, well, just call me or message me or Facebook me. Trading post, and a long time ago, our elders used to greet each other with a hug. No. Ya'ateh means a good greeting. Ya'ateh does not mean hello. Do not dilute that. How are you feeling? That's that phrase that doesn't say, are you hello? See how the term ya'ateh is? And the oral tradition, they have it. But only if you ask. Only if you're going to ask about what our land used to be like and where your clans come from and where you come from. You always introduce yourself by where your mom comes from. James Tut will Masana Alberta Thomas will son. Yo, clone there. I'll clone that old day. Those people, my grandparents on both sides have gone on. But here's the lesson they left with all of us. The lesson behind this is listen to the lessons that they have. Listen to the lessons of each person that's up here. They have something to say that's going to benefit your future, that's going to encourage. Hang out with those people that will encourage, not discourage. Hook up with a person that's not a hood rat, but somebody who will embrace who you are. I know. I've been married for 22 years. I know what it's like. I know what those George Strait songs mean now. I know she loves me. She just don't like me no more. And I'm honored. I'm honored that you asked me to be here to speak to you on behalf, right here, on behalf of our people. Because you're our children. And I'm not saying that in the general sense. I'm saying that in the sense that's endearing. Endearment. ata okhlia hakin hagaho to. When all the ceremony is done, they say one last thing before you exit, however you go out. Ata okhlia hajon sin kiss. Ado atzai yanski hajon le nketlache don len sit aje ya tehon londo le diginigin ta londo le what it ni. Whether you're leaving for the military, whether you're leaving for college, whether you're going into the trades, all of those things, remember that make that shine in your life. Don't let them ask the question, are you a Native American? It's like, what I do is Native America. Show them. Your talent can take you anywhere you want in the world. I did not know that until I got into this business. To Florida, Nana. And I'm only saying that because I want you to travel the world. That this will always be home right here. That this will always be home, but you can travel wherever. Don't ever be ashamed of who you are when you're out there. People are going to ask you crazy questions. Do you still smoke peyote? Do you still live in teepees? I thought all natives were extinct. Where's your leathers and your feathers? Be prepared for those questions and tell them, no, I'm a professional. Tell them I live in Shiprock, New Mexico. That's where I'm from. Don't let nobody take your power. And what I mean by that is there's going to be bullies out there. There's going to be haters. There's going to be people that are going to say that you're no good, nobody loves you, nobody likes you. Don't ever listen to that, because that's a lie that become a truth in your head. I bought into that, and I became an alcoholic. But you know what? I had to change. It's like our daughter said, it may have been 3 times, but I made it. You can try and try and try again. Just like I tried and tried again to quit drinking for years and years and years, and I finally got it. I finally understood it. And the greatest thing that I want the rest of the world to understand is that we are not drunk Indians. We are not. There's examples right here of all the professionals that are here. They've done some of the greatest accomplishments that they had based on this concept of Ane Intego de Idoni. You can own your own business. You can make that the theme of your life. You can raise your kids, and then one day your kids are going to be sitting right there, and you're going to be sitting out there, and you're going to be bawling your head off because you know how much crap it took for them to sit there and watch you graduate. Hug your parents when this is done. You're never going to see this moment again. Embrace it. Don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about anything but this moment right here. Right here. This is it right here. You're not going to see it again. How many of us remember our graduation day and we wish we could have just embraced that moment just a little bit longer? Take pictures with them. Embrace them. Tell them that, hey, I'm here for you. Whether you get thrown in jail, whether you're walking on the side of the road, that this is the day that the Lord has made. I will be glad and I will rejoice in it. So, in the words of our elders, take this last bit. Anent ego. They don't need. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. You always deliver relevant messages, and we thank you so much for being here again today. One of the great things about being at a smaller school is you can do some things at a graduation like this that you can't do at others. And at this time, I have purchased roses for the graduating members to come by and pick one up and go out and acknowledge their family at this time. Okay, graduates, if you could please make your way back to the stage, we will continue with our ceremony. Marika? Okay, before we get started here with the conferring of diplomas, I would like to say at this point in time that our interim superintendent, Mr. Steve Carlson, was unable to be with us today because he has unfortunately came down with a case of COVID. He sends his sincere apologies. He wished he could be here for the celebrations, but unfortunately he is going to be laid up for a couple of days. So. Have one last graduate to get back in here. Yep, there we go. That's the first time she's ever been late. Well, maybe not. All right, let's continue with our ceremony. Mr. Marion Wells, Board President, Central Consolidated Schools, board members, and on behalf of Interim Superintendent Mr. Steve Carlson, I take great pleasure in certifying the graduates of Career Prep High School Class of 2022 have met the requirements for earning a high school diploma as set forth by the standards of the State of New Mexico and Central Consolidated School District.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher. On behalf of the Central Consolidated School Board of Education and Administration, we gladly accept the graduating class of 2022 from Career Prep High School as graduates. They may now receive their diplomas.
Board members, please come forward. Please rise. Ashante Aloysius. Look at the camera, please. You guys get that? Everybody look at the camera.
Okay.
Marika Anagil. That's going to slide down. Slide down. Kira Etsity. Cedar Bankantua. Rochelle Bankantua. Rashina Beda. Tremaine Benally. Preston Boy. Letitia Kaysen. Elodia Aaliyah Dolores Coronado. Theodoric Hayes. Aaliyah Joe. Nishan John. Sit down. Dion Johnson. Mercedes Jones. This is Tedrick coming up. Tedrick James. Braden Keyswood. Ryan Lee. Rowena Montesinos. Bring them on out. Bring them on out. Bring them on out. Amaru Montoya. Malachi Nez. Shania Paul. Marcel Pete. Yesenia Setzer Nargo. Christian Simpson. Oh, cap failure. Joey Sosi. Calvin Yazi. Sherelle Yazi. Damian Young. What was his name again? Gavin Zospa. Third row, you can go sit down. Nominate Yellowman. Yep. That's it. Board members, you may be seated. Congratulations, class of 2022. Class of 2022, please come to the front of the stage for your tassel ceremony. Just go ahead and line the front of the stage here. Line up on the front of the stage. You ready? Okay. You guys got this. We'll just do it from here. It'll be easier.
I'm going to take off my mask. All right, you're reading first.
There you go.
Move. Move. Wow.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, you're up, lady.
Now? Okay, Shadi. Yeah, just do it now. Everybody's yelling.
The moving of the tassel from right to left is a symbol of change,
It symbolizes moving from one stage of our lives to another.
from a childhood life to a world of adult responsibilities.
It is our pleasure to guide you in this change. Graduates, grasp your tassel with your left hand. Everybody good? Good? All right. On the count of three, move your tassel from right to left. 1, 2, 3.
Nejone?
All right, if you would please give the graduates just a minute to go ahead. They're going to go ahead and come off the stage and go out to the lobby area. Then we'll meet down there. Thank you, and once again, congratulations, class of 2022.